Now we are making one example of daylight. We do many example with daylight. Okay, many exterior we need to render with daylight, then only practically you understand how much perfection we are getting, how photorealistic result we can render from this one. We study already mental ray material. In that, you remember water we did. Water. There was glass, there was below water was there. But water, when we were doing it, was not getting a perfect result. Now you can see the beautiful result, because the water, if you want to get it, you need an environment to reflect on it. You need a good lighting system. Then only the render will happen proper for water. Okay, so we are doing a small exercise. I'm going to make a small lake or ocean or whatever. Then in that ocean, some stones, I'm going to keep it as a props. Okay. So first I'm going to take a sphere, some simple stone. To make some random shape on this stone, we are using a modifier is called noise modifier. Hope you remember we did for curtain this one, same thing. Then the scale value little bit less, and Z value, make it high. Scale value less, right? So this Z value, we reduce it. So what I'm going to do is see some random shapes, stones, otherwise to model, we need to manually put, that's all. Shift and copy. You're going to keep this one randomly here. Just we need a prop to render it, that's all. So randomly, I'm going to scale it this one here and then. Might have seen this one in photography and all. Stone will keep like this and we take photo. Some props we kept like this. I'm going to fill down. I think not bad. Yeah, this is my props. I'm rendering this one in Mental Ray, so press F10. Mental Ray. (1280 into 720). I'm doing HD video 1280 into 720. This is nothing, the size only. But here we set the Mental Ray. It's clear. Now, material, select and assign a material, standard, arc and design material. We have done many times. And we are using a polished concrete. Any materials you can keep your own material also. Now, this is the result, what we are getting now. Some stone, we kept it a little bit polished. This objects are inside an ocean or the water, you can see. You cannot define it, that's why. We make a big plane. I'm going to keep my camera here. And when I was doing daylight, you remember there was some ground was visible. So my camera is here, so I'm making little bit this way. The water little bit height is there, okay? It's a fake actually we are doing. And my camera angle is here. Okay. Now material, another material, assign, standard, arc and design only, and we give water reflective surface, this one. Now in this angle, I want to pose it. So we need to create a camera. Control plus C is a shortcut to create a camera. Control plus C. Now you are in a camera. If I want to come back from the P, perspective, when I come to perspective, I can see my camera is there. If I want to go back to camera, press C on the keyboard. C on the keyboard. P, I'm outside. So don't go inside the C and move it because we locked that one, right? Perspective, I can come back and check. Now here, when I'm rendering, I'm going to getting a result. I'm showing you step by steps. So you see how the result is improving. Now this is the result. Water is perfect. You can see a lot of black color here and the reason is what? No reflection, no environment. But you see this is beautiful result, right? The water reflections are very good. Now come back to perspective. We will create in settings daylight system, right? Daylight system. I told you already daylight system, this one comes the exposure, we need to connect it. So click yes. Then you're going to create ground and up. So north, east, west, south is visible. You can set it as per. The objects you need to set it as per. Then I selected this one. Then I went to modify. In modify, sunlight, we are setting to MR sun. Skylight, we are setting to MR sky. So it is asking, you're creating a Mendelray sky. It's recommended also you to add Mendelray sky in the environment. We need that. That means in environment, when you press 8, you know, there was background color we were changing using the 8 shortcut, or in the render setups, if you go, there is environment. So we need to add this Mendelray sky to that environment also. So we giving permission, yes. Done. Now it is on the date now, right? Setup. I want to do it manual, so click on manual. We will see how the result come now. Now you can see a big difference will be there on your water because we have a sky and we have water. These water have already animation. So we will keep it in a video render. You can see the water waves are animating. We will keep it this one for render. If you want to save this stage, what you will do, click on this one here, okay? To save image, click here. And I want to save this one. PG daylight. Daylight. What format you need? I like to do in JPEG. So keep on JPEG format, save it. Okay, done. Now we are doing the light settings. I want to do this one on, I want to see the sunset. So keep on that side. See, I'm doing this much only. You see the difference happens on water, sky, everywhere because the light color will change. Because it goes to that side now. Here is darker. The shadow, reflection, light, color on the water, everything has changed. Of course, right? Because this is changing the sun position. But we are staying on the same position now. Let me escape. We almost understood the quality. Now we keep this one down. Now you can see sunset. The color change, right? Automatically changed. While testing, you don't need to keep it 1280720. You can make a small one. And if everything is fine, then you can change. Now you see the sun, we got almost in the right place. It's look like a photograph now. It's getting a photorealistic result. We will save one more image. You see this reflection comes to water also, the light reflection, even it is hiding here. You want to save it. Daylight. Okay, so let's go more. Night. So the color will be more reddish. Yellow now. See what I'm going to do. Little bit I'm changing my camera positions. You know, I want to see that sun. More down. I think if I do more down, I cannot see sky, sun now. Let me keep it down again. Of course, I cannot see the sun, but still I can see the colors difference I can see. See the sun here now. Let me keep down. Right? Escape. Let me keep down. Cool. More down. Almost night. You can see the changes happen. Now the same thing you have to try with this one. Other side. Our camera is here, so we are behind this. So early morning, for example. You can see that comes from backside. Now here you can see that reflections. The sun is backside now. So the best option to get it, try on either to be visible the sun, otherwise you keep it somewhere this stage. Now if you do other stage, the subjects won't be visible. If you want to be visible proper, you need to keep to the front of the subjects. So this is the daylight, but many exercise we have to try with a different background. You create some house, you create some buildings, exterior render. You make any buildings, there is a shops, okay? The front of the shop, you want to see that the structure. So you can keep just the sunlight. It's just one click, you can get a beautiful result.